Alright then, everybody, we're back again today. Hope you're all doing well. I am. So we're starting off our hybrid supercar week with, I'm not gonna say the best, but maybe one of my favorite. We're talking about the F-150, and not the Ford. We're talking about the Ferrari LaFerrari, whose code name during production was F-150. A slightly cooler F-150 than the current one being sold in the States. But, oh well, we'll just set that aside. There are better F-150s out there, apparently. So, let's talk about some facts about the Ferrari LaFerrari, which means the Ferrari, the Ferrari, which, it sounds silly like that, but it basically means the definitive Ferrari. This is the tippy top, it's the successor to the Enzo, so it's the best as Ferrari thinks. They'll make a better car eventually. So horsepower, you're looking at, with its hybrid motor, 950. Torque, you're looking at 668. Curb weight, you're looking at 2,700 pounds, and we'll throw in 0 to 60 of 2.4 seconds. So a mighty quick car, very, very fast, very quick. There is a difference between quick and fast. Fast is your top speed, while quick is how fast you get there. So you can be really fast but not quick, and you can be quick and not fast, if that makes sense. So we'll get back talking about the Ferrari again. 2.4 seconds, mind-bogglingly fast, but there are cars that beat it. For instance, the Dodge Demon with a 2.1 second 0 to 60. So it is incredibly quick, especially for 2015 when it was very first released. It was from 2015, or sorry, technically it was 2013, but there were none out in 2013. It said its first production run was 2013, 2015, and then its second production run was 2016, 2018, and they only made a total of 700 LaFerraris, while 200 of those were very special editions called Aparte. So I did not pronounce that right at all, but oh well. It came out alongside the Porsche 918 Spider and the McLaren P1, all kind of at the same time, and they were the definitive cars in racing and speed and everything. They were the fastest, the most expensive, the nicest, just the best. So it's no surprising that its price tag is 1.7 million euros, which comes to roughly like 2.5 or plus $1 million. So costs a lot, but you paid for basically the Ferrari badge, which is a lot. You paid for 950 horsepower paired with made by a V12 paired with a hybrid system called the Curse system, which is becoming a lot more popular, but it wasn't at the time. This is going back to a lot of stuff in racing, slowly trickles its way down into daily drivers and stuff like that, right? So this was one of those things. The Curse system had been on F1 cars for a while. It is, what is it? Kinetic energy recovery system. So what that means is, while you're braking and stuff like that, it is taking the energy from those actions, and it's putting it in the batteries and using it in the motors to help drive your wheels and stuff. So technically the V12 makes 780 horsepower, and the Curse system with the only one electric motor adds another 100 plus. So it's a really good system. It is basically just using free energy. That's all it is. It's just taking free energy. It's not a plug-in hybrid like the Porsche is, but still pretty much just as quick. So it is a phenomenally good car. Looks a little weird. It is very prototypey in its design. It's not as flowy as, say, a McLaren is and things like that, but it still looks very cool on its own. It's got a nice like bubble cockpit and stuff like that. It is kind of reminiscent of the Enzo, and a very, very cool car. Although it does have a 2.4, we're going to see how it stacks up against to its others. Now, it has 950 horsepower, which is a lot and was a lot a couple of years ago, but that number is starting to kind of not mean as much, with a lot more cars having that 1,000 tag on it, being able to produce 1,000 or over 1,000 horsepower, which is a crazy thing to think about, that we live in a world that has that almost as an issue. Like the new McLaren Speedtail, McLaren says, we don't know for sure, but we can pretty much believe them. I believe them. It's like 1,063 or something like that. It is over the 1,000 mark, so a lot of power. And that car is, it's, some people say 2.1, some people say $2.3 million. So if the Lamborghini is in euros at 1.7, it'd be quite a bit more in US dollars. So I believe the Ferrari is still more expensive than it, but I do believe it's more expensive than the P1. I don't know about the Porsche. We'll get into that later for the next episode when we actually cover it. But it's got a lot of really cool things besides the car system. It's got a full carbon fiber chassis, so that just means super lightweight. They say that they use 4 different types of carbon fiber. That doesn't really mean anything. Who cares? But carbon fiber is carbon fiber, and when you build your body out of it, you are light. That's why it only comes in at 2,700 pounds. Now, if you look up the LaFerrari's curb weight, maybe someone can explain this to me, but it says that it is 35, it's like 34.95 or something, 100 pounds, and then right below that, and a few websites had this, not just like Wikipedia or something like that, but it said 27 and some change dry. I'm not sure if that means they're meaning without a person and fuel and stuff in it, but even with that, I don't believe that is, what is that, 25 to 27, that's 800 pounds. I don't believe that that's correct. Well, I mean, I believe that if it's from Ferrari, that it means something, but I don't believe my theory is correct of no fuel and no person means it's that way. I'm not sure where that other number is coming from, because that seems too heavy to me for this category of hypercar, so I'm not sure, but maybe someone could explain it to me and have a better understanding. I sadly was not able to figure it out, so I'm gonna go with 2,700 because that number literally just makes more sense to me for this vehicle. That's the one I trust more. So who knows, maybe someone, again, if you know it, let me know. But it does definitely hold up to its title of being the Ferrari. They haven't made a car with more power or faster than it. They did just relieve their, it was their Berlinetta successor. Can't remember the name of it, but they released that, and that had a twin turbo V8 and one of the only turbocharged engines from Ferrari. I don't believe that beat it. Also, another thing about the V12 is it is naturally aspirated. The whole thing, most Ferraris are. Just this newest one that's come out has been turbocharged, but they like their naturally aspirated power, which is good because that means you don't have to deal with lag or anything like that. So it is a very fast car, and it'll be very interesting to see the Nürburgrings put up against each other to see how quick it really is, and also how fast it is compared to some of the things that we've tested, like talked about, like the ZR1 and the Viper, which are 2 extremely quick cars. So, because the LaFerrari is shaped to be aerodynamic, but the Viper was such a good slippery shape, we'll see if it's faster or not. That'll do it for today. So, as always, like, comment, subscribe, comment any kind of cars you'd like to see or any detailing things you'd like to know. Definitely let us know, and I will see you in the next video.